Funding for public schools in Texas may be in jeopardy if Texans approve a tax exemption in a special election in November. Our reporter, Perla Cortez, with the story.
Senate Bill 4 has been approved by the Senate. The House of Representatives has until March 14th to make a final decision before leaving it to Texas voters. In a news release on February 2nd, Governor Greg Abbott announced an emergency tax cut relief of $10 billion used from the state's surplus to stop local tax authorities from increasing property taxes without the vote of Texans. Senate Bill 4 is a bill that aims to increase tax exemptions to decrease the amount of property taxes people must pay. Political science professor Mark Coswan explains how although this bill could benefit homeowners, it will negatively impact schools and other city services that help communities, including police and fire departments.
Because the state of Texas doesn't have an income tax, cities fund pretty much all of their programs through either fees or through property taxes. And so if property taxes can't keep up with the needs then of a community, then you're going to see serious consequences for the quality of life for the people that live there.
Currently, Texas has a $100,000 exemption for homeowners who pay property tax. Texas Comptroller states if a house is worth $300,000 and the individual qualifies for a $100,000 exemption, the homeowner will only need to pay $200,000 for property taxes. Rio Grande resident Soraya Molina says she will be satisfied if the property taxes do decrease, especially for her parents who are elderly. And she says she wants to see improvements in her city if the taxes do increase.
Personally, I do not see a change in my city that signifies the use of property taxes. Where I live, the light posts are not lit and the roads are still filled with potholes. The taxes have been increasing each year, especially this year. My parents need that extra exemption because of how much they already pay on property taxes. Although, if it increases, the teachers here get paid very low and should get paid more with that funding.
Brownsville Independent School District's Chief Financial Officer Alejandro Cespedes explains if the property tax exemption increases, the district collects less from local property taxes, leading to a potential restructure of personnel.
Right now, we don't have enough data to support any type of hypothesis to say, this is exactly how much it's going to affect our district. TEA will help us with what's called a hold harmless. Any local property taxes that we won't collect because the homestead exemption might increase, they'll help us by offsetting it, by giving us a hold harmless allotment.
Hold harmless allotment is a way that the government provides money to ensure the school does not lose funding. Cespedes also says public schools receive funding in 3 different ways: property tax collections, state and federal funding. If the House approves the property tax exemption, Texas voters will cast a vote in November to determine the fate of public school funding. For KVQ-TV in Edinburgh, Perla Cortez.